pickle auction surprise, hamburger emoji, cucumber emoji. So, picture this, it's a lazy Saturday morning, and my family decides to hit up the local flea market, a tradition of sorts. My dad, who has a knack for finding the weirdest knickknacks, was particularly excited. He always claims he can spot a bargain from a mile away, though his track record is more compulsive hoarder than savvy shopper. My mom, my sister, and I braced ourselves for the inevitable. Dad would find something utterly useless yet somehow convince us it was a treasure. The day started normally enough, with stalls overflowing with everything from vintage records to questionable taxidermy. As we meandered past a stall selling homemade jams and pickles, we heard a rapid-fire voice that could only belong to an auctioneer. My dad's eyes lit up like a child who just spotted the ice cream truck. He nudged me with an elbow, whispering, "Watch and learn, son, I'm about to get us a steal." Before I could ask what on earth he was planning to bid on, he marched over to the crowd gathered around the auctioneer, who was speaking at a speed that could rival a caffeinated squirrel. My dad, ever the competitor, seemed to interpret the auctioneer's fast talking as a personal challenge. The auctioneer, apparently selling off a year's supply of something, was firing numbers into the crowd like a verbal machine gun. My dad, not quite understanding what was being auctioned, jumped into the fray. His hand shot up, and he started shouting numbers, caught up in the excitement. My mom, sister, and I stood at the sidelines, cringing and praying he wasn't bidding on a lifetime supply of something embarrassing like novelty toilet paper. The auctioneer's chant reached a crescendo, and before we knew it, my dad's victory was confirmed. He puffed his chest out with pride until the item was revealed, a year's supply of pickles. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen someone's face go through the 5 stages of grief in 3 seconds flat, but it was truly a sight to behold. My dad, realizing he wasn't the proud owner of anything remotely useful, stood there, jaw agape, as we were presented with jars upon jars of every type of pickle imaginable. He turned to us, trying to save face, and said with a sheepish grin, "Well, guess I really delivered on this one, didn't I?" And that's how we ended up explaining to everyone we knew why the house smelled like a deli for the next 12 months.